I'm Steve Bhaerman. You may know me as my cosmic comic alter ego Swami Beyondananda, or on the more serious side, I'm co-author with cellular biologist Bruce Lipton of Spontaneous Evolution, Our Positive Future and a Way to Get There from Here. My work for the past dozen years or so has been to turn evolutionary theory into evolutionary practice. And the greatest evolutionary challenge we face may not be climate change. It's more likely spiritual and political climate change, transforming the illusion of separation into the truth of unity. And this challenge is in our collective face right now. Take our political system. Please, a recent poll suggests that 70% of Democrats believe Republicans are bullies trying to impose their will and worldview on everybody else. Meanwhile, 70% of Republicans believe that the Democrats are bullies trying to impose their will and worldview on everyone else. Oh, and 70% of all Americans are tired of the polarization and want us to all work together to cooperate and collaborate to solve our problems. So what do? I'm glad I asked that question. A story comes to mind. You may remember from a few years ago that there were some family of swimmers who were caught in a riptide off the coast of Florida, and they were going to drown. But the bathers on the beach made a human chain to reach out and reach these people and pull them to safety. Now, I guarantee that while they're working to pull these people to safety, not one of the individuals turned to the other and said, "Hey, are you a Democrat or a Republican?" So here's the lesson. Now is the time for us to shift the lose-lose tug of war into a win-win tug of peace, where we're all pulling together to achieve what we all want. Now, I know many of the people I know, people particularly who've been aware of these evolutionary changes that are coming, are feeling a sense of frustration and helplessness in the light, or perhaps the dark, of all of this separation. Many people are asking, what can one person do? Well, maybe the real question is, what can all of us do together? And that's why I'm so excited to be working with Elaine Park to bring the 12 Habits of Unity to the world at large, to help lift us off the old political battlefield and onto a new cooperative playing field of intentional mutual benefit, to evolve our species into humankind where the currency is human kindness. When I found out about the work that Elaine has been doing for the past 30 years to turn the golden rule into practical, actionable habits, I realized, wait a minute, this is the evolutionary practice I've been waiting for that will help us all go sane. What's so unique about this practice, it creates a field of loving coherence and produces real results in the real world. And that coherent field is more important now than ever. Here's why. Martin Luther King said it very well many years ago. People who want peace must become as organized as people who want war. The 12 Habits is the first organized path to peace I've ever encountered. It's not marching, it's standing together and practicing love where we are in place. The 12 Habits are organized as a habit-forming monthly path. They gain momentum with time. They gain momentum and they build focused coherence, so our practicing together becomes a powerful, organized energy for peace and well-being. Instead of waiting for change to come from out there, from the top down, we have a chance to bring evolutionary change forward from in here and the bottom up. Now, the 12 Habits of Unity represent the life work of my partner in this venture, Elaine Park. After she spent 25 years honing her media and marketing skills in corporate America, she had a life-changing epiphany. We like to say she got struck by a lightning during a brainstorm. That change set her on course to apply her skills, her know-how, to bring people together and overcome the trance of separation by focusing together on the things we have in common. Finally, we have a conscious, intentional, evolutionary practice so that at long last, the golden rule can overrule the rule of gold. And these 12 habits make the golden rule even more golden by turning the principle of intentional mutual benefit into actionable steps that any of us, perhaps all of us, can do together. That's why it's a coherent, healing ritual that has very practical applications. And these practices involve mutually shared universal values that everyone would adhere to that can unify us beyond our differences. So, please join us in this amazing, exciting, intentional experiment to bring these 12 habits into practice. Collectively and coherently, let's create together, in the words of Charles Eisenstein, the more beautiful world our hearts know is possible. Thank you.